As many pianists and musicologists agree, Chopin's music is the best and most beautiful music written for the piano. We here in Texas enthusiastically share this opinion, and that is the reason why we organize competitions and events for children, young pianists, and adult amateurs. Chopin Society of Houston is an organization in which we combine talents and enthusiasm of musicians and friends. Dr. Dariusz Pawlas, Dr. Clive Swansburn, Dr. John Slaby, and myself.
It's marvelous because in Chopin we have such a wide variety of aspects of playing the piano that describe what the piano is about in such a marvelous way. And the fact that you can go from something that seems very simple to something immensely complicated and advanced is really an extraordinary aspect of this one composer. And so from a pedagogical point of view, just alone, it is really a marvelous thing. And I hadn't really thought about that particularly until this competition, in fact. But it makes a lot of sense that the prelude should be the required piece, and yet each teacher devises the perfect prelude, presumably for each student, and it really shows something remarkable about their inner artistry as well as their just technical facility. And so I think it's just a marvelous sort of eye view of what a particular student can do.
Choosing preludes for 2011 Chopin Youth Competition was strongly inspired by my recent visit to Spanish island of Mallorca. I was able to see the monastery Valdemosa. I saw the cell where Chopin composed his preludes and even the piano that he used. It was winter of 1838-1839 when the cycle Opus 28 was composed. He was sick, tortured by fever, surrounded by unfriendly weather and unfriendly people. He was able to stay alive by composing those pieces.
So the question I wanted to ask all the contestants this morning is what you think Chopin was thinking about when he wrote your pieces that you played. How would you describe what the feeling is?
Well, I think he's kind of depressed, and sometimes he is very angry, and sometimes he feels lost.
Does it make you feel that way too?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I think he was feeling happy for the first moment, but as he played the song, he has a feeling that's sad and mad at the same time, like upset. And at the end, he becomes happy again, and it's one of those happy end stories. I think he was thinking of some dancing movements because in the Polonaise, he could in this second trio, it kind of sounds like some kids are dancing with him, and the king and queen are dancing. And in Prelude, he is kind of thinking of his memory, I think, and I think he does a great job of writing. Probably feeling like he wanted to write something graceful and romantic, and maybe some passionate parts and dynamic parts in the music, so he can express the romantic and graceful feeling that he's writing in his music. The valse, it has changing dynamics through each section. One's slow, one's sad, the next one's fast. It's kind of a bit sad, and then the third section is like really romantic and slow. The prelude is very dynamic when you have to play loud. You have to really use the piano with a lot of strength to get those loud parts out.
When you're playing these pieces, what do you feel?
I feel really romantic, and I feel like I want to express what the music is trying to tell me and tell everybody.
So you really feel what Chopin was connecting with.
It's really a joy to hear one particular composer played by starting 6 years old. That's quite an experience, actually. And the other thing is that having a prelude, a compulsory piece, gives also an enormous flexibility for a teacher to show that students can be on a different level of physical being able to play the piano and different level of being developed as just from the technical point of view. But the prelude, there are many preludes that gives a possibility to be expressive even you are not technically very advanced. Let's say for younger kids, it still gives them a touch of real Chopin music, which is really, as it was said before, very complicated.
So what's your name?
Helen.
And what pieces did you play?
I played the Raindrop Prelude and I played the Winter Wind Etude.
Well, the waltz, obviously, it's a waltz, so it's really cheerful. I try to play it as if I were the one waltzing. Of course, it is tough to do that. I think that it's good to have a little story for each piece you play.
It's very special because I have no other composers than Chopin in the whole competition. So it's really, really great to really feature one of the greatest composers ever, in history, and hearing kids of all ages playing his music. So it's very special in that way, and also special because I felt the level was so high this year that it was really enjoyable. At the same time, very difficult for all of us to make the decisions. So.
There are parts where you kind of feel like he's experimenting with music, some like experimenting with like dissonance and stuff like that, because it's not a lot of like, there are some parts that aren't just all very like I want to say Chopin-y, because Chopin has kind of his own style, but there are some parts in there that don't sound quite as much like Chopin. So I think that was in his later years when he was experimenting with his music.
In the ballade, I really try to bring out the difference in the two sections and try to have kind of drama in the piece.
have grown through this process of getting ready for this competition, and it's really such a superb aspect of what we're doing as pedagogues and artists ourselves, and then seeing it through the eye view of the child is really remarkable. It was a marvelous experience for me personally.
And you see little kids, they have to break all these octaves, these chords, because they can't do it. But they can still get the essence of the music.
Yes,
it's really.
I can relate
Yeah.
to even at such an age.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if it would be enormously difficult, they could not touch it really. But if you have a simple prelude when you're young, and then as you grow older, you have a different, more complicated piece. But you hear the language already. You could relate to it, and it's very important.
it's just continuing to work on this, story of life, I guess, because his Opus 28 is obviously it covers everything that is to be said in music.
And Chopin's really one of the few composers where you can have whole competition dedicated to his music and no one else. And looking at the Warsaw competition,
It's
that's
wonderful.
really
These
the only
miniatures, yeah, the miniatures.
Oh, yeah,
are
yeah,
so
this, yeah.
perfect for this opportunity to something that's so much more complex, like the F minor ballade.
In the ballade, I think he expressed a lot of his personal life. I think he just, it's kind of a late work, so I think that was, in a way, the culmination of his big piano works, like the Scherzi and the ballades. I personally think that in this ballade, the theme is exploited in many more different ways than it is in the first thing. It is, I guess, feeling what's there, not trying to understand the piece, but just playing it.
Piano playing, and especially practicing, is a very lonely and long process. In events like Chopin Society of Houston, Chopin competition, students get a chance to come out of their homes, of their studios, and bring their work and passion to us. And also the audience, the judges, and their fellow pianists. Also, that is a chance for them to meet Chopin as more real, authentic human being. Suffering, loving man that expressed his personal dramas in such a unique and beautiful way.
Okay, here we go. This is the decision of our judges, and they granted silver medal to Emma. Emma Levy. Silver medal, Shirley. Silver medal, Ashley. Congratulations, Ashley. Silver medal, Yaya. Congratulations. Aika.
Gold medal.
Gold medal. Ben, gold medal. And Beatrice, gold medal. Before we hear the judge's decision, let's clap our appreciation for them. Bronze medal goes to Helen. Bronze medal goes to Troy. Congratulations, Troy. Cher, congratulations. This is a bronze medal for you. Thomas, silver medal. Daniel, silver medal. And the gold medal goes to B. And I would like the seniors to join me. Alexander, bronze medal. William, silver medal. Thank you very much. Silver medal, Samantha. This is my biggest pleasure of the day, hanging those medals. I'm waiting so long for this moment. And if you look closely at those medals, this is something you'll cherish for the rest of your lives, hopefully. Catherine, silver medal, congratulations. And the gold medal goes to Shafriga. I wonder who gets that. judges, and the history is very long. Our long friendship with Professor Jan Ecker, the editor of the most famous Chopin edition, the national edition of Chopin works. Professor Jan Ecker knows about this competition, and he established the award that he named the most difficult piece performed in the most beautiful way. And the Jan Ecker Award goes to Ballade in a Fiddle.